Hey everybody, it's author Charles Smith. Please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little bell, and visit my website, which is lifelongexperience.net. So what is soul wellness? I wrote about the 8 dimensions of wellness in my addiction recovery and coping skills workbook called Operation Battle of a Lifetime, which has become a huge sensation in the addiction recovery field. So I figured I would talk about what soul wellness is, because it differs from the original aspect. If you look at wellness, you look at like emotional wellness, you look at environmental wellness, financial wellness. I just want to make sure I get these right, so I'm reading from the book. Intellectual wellness, occupational wellness, physical wellness, social wellness, and soul wellness. Now, in my 8 dimensions of wellness, I took out spiritual wellness and I put in soul wellness. And the reason that I do that is because not everybody is spiritual, not everybody is religious. And I want this to have just as much meaning for the people that aren't as for the people that are. If you're like me, when I was growing up, losing my parents and everything that happened to me in my life, I grew up vengeful. And unfortunately, one of the people that I was vengeful with was the higher power. These days, I believe that they all exist, from the Christian God to Jesus to Zeus to Apollo to the Wiccan God and Goddess, and on and on. If you tell me that your doorknob is what gets you through the day, that's what you worship, then I'm not going to take that away from you. That's your religion. That's your higher power. Whatever it is, whatever gets you through the day shouldn't be judged by anybody. So, soul wellness. On page 71 of this book, I have a picture of this tattoo. And this is the perfect example of soul wellness. Why? Because, as I put in here, soul wellness, expanding a sense of purpose and meaning in life. Not just believing in a higher being, a god or goddess. And the people that passed away in my life, they've given me so much meaning in my life. They're the power behind everything that I do. So, reading in my book, again, this is anybody just tuning in, it's Operation Battle of a Lifetime. So, seeking and having a purpose in life and participating in activities that are consistent with one's beliefs and values. And again, whatever your beliefs and values are, as long as they're positive. I always use the Wiccan rule, harm none, do what you will. So, as long as your beliefs and purpose harm none, then do what you will. Figuring out who you are on the inside and forgiving yourself for any wrong you may have done to yourself or others. In short, this is cleansing your soul of any darkness, negativity, and finding out who you truly are. I was a big one with this, and that's why soul wellness is one of my favorite forms of wellness, and I talk about it a lot. I was very, like I said, I was very vengeful when I was a kid. I thought the world owed me because of the death of my parents, because of a lot of other things that happened in my book. In my life, if you look at my book, 10 Homes in 11 Years, and you'll see the first, how my life started out. And that's what made me pretty much feel vengeful. But I got into fights. I was rebellious against any form of power. I stole from people. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of. But all that just accumulated in my soul and put a darkness there that I didn't think I'd ever get rid of. It sort of felt like a demon inside me, you know? It was like just this thing that clung on and didn't let go. Until my son was born. When my son was born, he gave me a purpose. Being a father is the greatest purpose of all. Any better than I'll do any other thing I do. He's my greatest achievement. He's my greatest part of my life. But yeah, soul wellness is getting rid of that darkness. Replacing that darkness. Here's the darkness. Replacing that darkness with a light and shoving down the darkness and dissipating it out of your body. And once you do that, you'll feel so much better, so much lighter, because you won't be carrying around that burden of all that hate and disgust. So, some of the examples that I have in my book are getting a tattoo. Because a tattoo is going to be there forever, and that's a good reminder, like I have on my arm here. That's a good reminder of your purpose, of what drives you. Watching a TV show or a movie, something that lifts your spirits, something that makes you laugh. Playing a musical instrument. Now there's a soul coping skill, because I used to play bass, and that's a story for another time why I don't anymore. But I used to play bass, and all that negative energy would just flow out through the bass and just be so much better. This kind of ties in with physical wellness, because hitting a punching bag, something that I do now. Hitting a punching bag, you get all that negative energy out of you and into your fists and into the bags. And some more examples that I have of coping skills dealing with soul wellness is color coordinate your wardrobe. Like orange and brown is a color coordination of something uplifting. Taking care of your body. Even if you're in a positive mood and you're eating McDonald's 7 days a week, then you're gonna feel like crap, and your body's gonna not be uplifted, not be fulfilled. So eat good. Like I have a cheat day once a week where I eat fast food, and that's normally when I get my kid. I stop at McDonald's on the way home. But that's the only day me and him ever had McDonald's. The only time that I ever eat anything fast food. All the other times it is takeout a lot, but it's not like junk. It's wholesome food. And another one that I have in here is praying or meditating. If you don't pray, if you don't have a higher power, then meditate. Just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out a few times, and then work your way through to regular breathing. And just keep conscious of your in and out breath. But I'll have a video on meditating at one point. So that's all that I have about soul wellness. Any questions, comments, please look below and write out your comments and your questions. And everybody have a great night. Stay safe. And like I say here, don't just cover up your wounds. Heal from within. Because if you just have a band-aid covering up your wound, then and it don't heal from within, it's never healed. So heal from within the soul.